Peace be with you. Dear friends, welcome to Living Flame podcast website and Facebook group. Gospel reflections for Tuesday of the 30th week in the ordinary time. Gospel according to St. Luke chapter 13 verses 18 to 21. Here we have two small parables. Jesus said, "What is the kingdom of God like? What can I compare it? It is like a mustard seed that a person took and planted in the garden. When it was fully grown, it became a large bush, and the birds of the sky dwelt in its branches." Let us analyze this short parable, a parable with the precise words. The mustard seed planted in the garden. When it was fully grown, it became a large bush, and the birds of the air dwelt in its branches. Any small deed that is done in our neighborhood, in our family, in our community, in our parish is a reflection of God's kingdom. So that particular small good deed can become a larger one. And then when it becomes a larger one, many people can benefit out of that good deed. That is why, dear friends, any good intention that we have, it should not remain as an intention, but it should be realized, or that intention must be put into practice. And that is what Jesus means here. What is kingdom of God? Kingdom of God is living in the presence of God, doing the will of God, trying to be generous and lovable as God Himself is. And that is God's kingdom. When we look at any other kingdom, for that matter, a king who has a kingdom, we always look at the king. We look at his majesty, his generosity, his spirit of forgiveness, his understanding. And then we try to imitate that, or we experience that kind of goodness from the king, and we try to be good as the king is. That is God's kingdom. God is love. And therefore, we are all called to sow the seeds of love wherever possible. And that is realizing God's kingdom here on earth. And Jesus says, "To what shall I compare the kingdom of God? It is like yeast that a woman took and mixed in with 3 measures of wheat flour until the whole batch of dough was leavened." Here again, the repetition of the previous parable in different words. It is compared with the yeast. A woman took and mixed it in 3 measures of wheat flour until all leavened. That means it is the good deed or good intention that increases, that multiplies, that spreads, that becomes tasty to eat, tasty to experience. That's why love, understanding, generosity can go a long way in our daily lives. Let us try our best today in a special way, dear friends, taking the spirit of these 2 parables to spread God's kingdom around us. God bless you.